All right. What we're going to do now, I think we've mapped about as much as we can map. Unless I missed a staircase, we've mapped floors 1 through 9, everything that I can reach by staircase or by elevator, with 2 exceptions. There's 2 things that we haven't searched yet. One was something on floor 1, I think, which was an area with a bunch of altars and the ghost. And one was a thing that we could reach by elevator that takes us to the monster repository or something like that, which we ran into an encounter there that we couldn't defeat, but in theory, if we can beat that encounter, there is something unexplored behind there. So either I missed a staircase someplace, which is entirely possible, or progression is in one of these 2 unexplored places, which I think probably makes more sense. So, first things first. I don't know, we could do them in either order here. We could try the fight in that encounter, or that encounter in the that elevator area. Or we could do the floor 1 thing. Let's do the floor 1 thing. So it was all the way down here, and I think this is a secret door. I should actually cast the light anyway, though. I may as well. Alright. 2 skeletons. Alright. So we actually mapped this out a little bit because we've been in here before. But I think that we didn't... Oh, see, we've already teleported. Okay. But we did not save it after we did that. We ended up dying and resetting or something like that. So we are teleported to right here. I think there's doors on every wall in this room, right? Yeah. So let's take these in order this way. And we did already map these, but I'm actually going to redraw the map as we go because I'm not sure if I missed anything. One-way door, another one-way door, another one-way door, and we're back out here. Okay, so that was the second door I was going to take. Now we try the top door here. There's a gem-encrusted statue of a hooded man. Golden light. Okay, so we had seen golden smoke in some place that we couldn't pass. In front of the statue is an altar with incense. We'll use search. Well, that seems like a yes. I think we have to fight these things. Misses. Oh, a little hard to hit here. Murphy's ghost. It's just one. The Halito's working. We'll eventually run out, but that damage spell's working at least. There we go. So that's it. There's nothing else in there. I don't think we found anything when we searched, right? Just a ghost. Ghost. G for ghost. Did we just get teleported back? What the heck just happened here? I don't want to fight anything right now. I think we got teleported to exactly where we came from. I think that just teleported us back where we came from. Unless it teleported us to another room which looks exactly the same. The game would definitely do that kind of thing. I'm just not sure there's enough space left in the level 1 grid for another such room to exist. So for the moment, I'm going to assume we're in the same one, and it just teleported us across there. Yes. I actually kind of like it because it's one less thing for me to think about without having to worry about what kind of armor does everyone have. I mean, it sucks, but at least I know there's nothing I could be doing better. Body of a chicken, the head of a cat. Statues made of bronze. We also had a section of bronze smoke that we were unable to get through. Unusual runes on the plaque thereon. Search. We found a key. Now that's something. There's no monster to fight. That's a good thing. Alright, let's try this one. Oh, it's another one-way door closet maze, probably. Yeah, one-way door. An encounter! My gosh. Imagine fighting enemies that you can actually kill. We're not used to that. We've been exploring with this party all the way up to floor 9. So... Why so many enemies here? So we went all the way up to the top there. Oh, interesting. I lost count because of that encounter that we ran away from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, okay. Sure. So that just leads in. That's just a circle that leads, one-way doors that leads around the outside of that, of those rooms that we were in with the altars. So this is the only door we haven't done. Now this leads 2 ways. I have a feeling that going to the right is just going to take me back to that one-way door maze that we just did, so I think we have to go left. 3, 4, 5. This looks like it goes out of bounds of... Did I just draw this wrong? I think I just drew the map wrong. Yeah, there we go. Alright, into the darkness, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, 7. Oh, cool encounter. Thanks for the 13 gold. Oh gosh. 1. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh. Yeah, so that's going to be... I think this led me into the dark section between the elevator. Yeah, the A through F elevator. Or A through E elevator. Comes down into floor 1 in this dark section right in the middle. And I think that that's where this thing has put us. So we can't go out the south end because you need the gold key for that, or... Yeah, so we need to go up the north, and we need to take this elevator. There we go. The A through D elevator. So what can we actually get to on here? So in floor B, the elevator leads to some place where there's just nowhere to go. There's just a bunch of empty closets. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, let's see. So we are on A. So B would be floor 2, and I didn't find anything on floor 2 that looks like we can get to. Floor 3. Floor 3 we can... Oh, can you get back? Yes, it is possible to go to floor 3. Let's do that. It's dark. Ouch. How about we actually survive this? How about we actually survive? Is this going to be a fixed encounter? Yeah, I guess it has to be. Easy enough. Oh, is there really no way out? Wait, no, I can get out this way, right? Shoot, there's not a way out here. I was wrong. We cannot get out this way. We can get... There's one-way doors that lead into the elevator area, but we can't get out. Do I have that right? Really? There's no way? Yeah. Where was this on D? So D was... Did not find the bottom. We have not found our way into floor 10. There's 2 unexplored areas. One is there's an area on floor 1 with the ghost and a couple of altars, and that's what we explored. And now we're trying to find our way out of that area. But the only way out is through this elevator, and none of the 4 floors that this elevator goes to seems to allow me to get out of that area. I can't get back to town from here. So D is going to be the other unexplored area, which is the monsters that we have to fight. Which we're really in no position to do right now. I guess I'm not entirely convinced that there's not something. Oh, we have no more spells, right? Oh, we do. We can do this one. Okay. Just want to make sure there's not some way out of this here. Capybaras. Oh no, we're poisoned. What's the poison spell? It's level 4. I don't think we have that. Oh, shoot. We're gonna have to do this again. Alright, we are going to have to do this again, but... Oh, neat. Didn't we start to map this out somewhere? Thought I made a map for this someplace. I did. Monster Allocation Center. That's like almost a dad joke of a name. Almost. It's where the monsters are allocated. Alright. A large desk, remains of a crystal ball and other magic artifacts, all broken. Next, the door on the other side of the room starts to glow bright orange, inviting the party to use it. Okay. Let's not even... Okay. Party enters the room, the door slams shut, glows orange, and vanishes. The door appears to the right, a voice coming from the ceiling addresses you. Congratulations, brave adventurers. Today, you have proved yourself to me and are now ready to start your quest. Years ago, my amulet was stolen by the evil wizard Wordna. Wordna hides in the maze somewhere below us. Find him, slay him, and return to me the amulet. Right. Feels like we should have done this a long time ago. To aid you in your quest, I will give you a blue ribbon, which may be used to enter the elevator on this floor. Go now, and may the gods guide you. Whoa! Listen to that sound! Why so many encounters, though? We're not going to survive. Oh, they all fleed. They're all so afraid of us. That puts us through here. Okay. So this is the elevator again. Now what's this, though? Could this connect up to the other elevator? Where does the other elevator go to? Private express elevator, right? Because isn't the... Let's see. Okay, there are... Oh! So is this... Yeah, so this is going to be the other elevator. So the two elevators connect up to each other. For getting the ribbon. I don't know, though, because it feels like this is something we needed to do. Because I think that what we've just found... This is just A. This is floor A on the second elevator. because that was one of the other loose ends, or not a loose end, but it's a thing that we couldn't explore yet. There it was. So on the elevator that we got on the 5th floor, the 5th floor was floor B. It's just the 5th floor. We got there just by taking staircases, and we found this elevator, and we've used this elevator to go all the way down to floor 9. Although we found staircases between most of these other floors, we actually also found the natural way between B, C, D, E, and E. B, C, D, and E. Floor F, there was no regular staircase that takes you to it as far as we could tell, but you could get there by elevator. Floor 9. But when we went back to here, there was a door that says you can't open because you're not powerful enough yet. And I believe we've just come to the other side of that door. We just came at it from the other way, so that clears up this loose end as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that a lot of people would have beaten this version of the game. I think that they made some changes to this that made this a little bit harder. Maybe they were unintentional changes. Way easier than the original. Well, that's good. I think the thing about it, monster encounters, so the thing about it is in this game, like, we're not actually, like, what we're doing is saving it in town, and then, you know, if we die or something like that, or if we get trapped, we're just resetting back to town. And that's something that you could apparently do on the Japanese version, but on the US, as I'm told, on the US version of the game, it auto-saves like every time you do an encounter, basically. So if all your characters die, then all your characters are dead. You need to like make a new party. And I think you can still go and find the dead characters, but I think you have to take a new party down into the dungeon to like recover the ashes or recover the bodies of the other party. So we're not doing that. We're just kind of playing it as if it's the Japanese version where, you know, you can save in town and then, you know, restore that save, you know, by just resetting your game. So the way to have gotten up to this point, to have been able to explore so far down in the dungeon and not worry about the party getting destroyed and then left there and having to recover it with a second party, has relied upon that being able to just save in town and reset back to there. But I think that someone trying to play by the regular North American version rules, this would be a lot harder. This would be like almost a permadeath game, and I really don't see people trying to beat this, like sticking with this long enough to try to beat it under those conditions. All right, so this should take us to floor, what, 5 did I say? I just had out my thing. That D should take us to floor 5. And I think we can get back from here, if I can remember where. Okay, stairs up. You surprised, yeah. Friendly group of huge spiders. Sound poisonous. Friendly group of bears. It's a weret. It's a where you at, where at. It's a where you at. Okay, kill that where you at. Okay, stairs down. Where the heck are we here? Stairs up. Okay. And then going back on floor 2. It's this spiral. All right. Okay, we're back. We do have someone dead, though. So let's pool money. 7,600 gold. Hopefully that's enough. Chant, pray, invoke, cured. All right. So we got a couple of things here. Well, we already had the silver key. We have ribbon. So that was the new item that we got, this ribbon. And I think that that's what opened up the door to the elevator. Because we couldn't go through that door before. Either that or the bronze key. Either the ribbon or the bronze key, because those are the only two new items that we got and we did not used to be able to get through that door. But I think the bronze key goes with the area with the bronze smoke. There was bronze smoke in this one area that was stopping us from getting through. So by process of elimination, I think the bronze key is I think the ribbon is the thing that affects getting into that elevator. Statue of a bear, so that's something we haven't done anything with yet. So we've had that for a while though. And that's the key from the bronze altar. All right. So I think we did see bronze in one of the floors. That ribbon could do more than one thing, though, so we should keep that in mind. But we did see bronze on one of the floors. It was... Floor 2? Floor 2. Okay. We should go back up and actually revive our people, right? Yeah, the healing is... it's something else. Oops. Oh, we're done, right? Please. This one. Alright. This is actually not a hard game to get on eBay. Alright, let's see. Okay. So we're going to the second floor. And we saw that there was a bronze smoke area over here. So through here, there was bronze smoke, and we were not able to pass. Let's see if the altar with the bronze smoke that we found the key on corresponds to this. I think that it would. I think that it will, because I think we saw this already with the silver. Okay, so now there's nothing here. So it's just open. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that's actually what that was, and I'm not, and this didn't get triggered by some other thing that we did. Oops, I drew this the wrong way. Oh wow, so this is going to wrap around to the other side of the map. Oh boy. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, an encounter. Oh my gosh. So this is new territory for us. Okay, it's a two-way door. Alright. Neat. Wow, we're in a whole new section of the level. This is cool. Uh-oh. Is that a pit trap or something? It's probably like a pit trap. On a silvery disc stands a statue of a frog wearing a red and blue cape. Statue animates and shakes its legs while it yells, "Yeah, yeah." Will you search? Well, I think we should. I wonder if it's like, "Yeah, yeah, go ahead and search," Or if it's like, yeah, yeah, you finally made it here. Maybe it's like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Don't have to explain it to me. Or if it's singing, it's like the words to a song. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I have a feeling this is going to be a similar looking thing. Nothing. Alright, nothing. Okay. Oh, thanks for the sub there, Reborga. Okay, so the only thing we haven't done here is this door. Of course, it's an encounter. Gas cloud flees. Oh, okay, that says that we're probably in a good position here. We may as well spell, we may as well manifo, we may as well Maholito. Hi. There's been a bit of rumpus. We've actually been making progress on this game for the first time in a long time here. Alright, so that got us the statue of a frog. So now we have a ribbon and a frog statue. And there may be other places where that bronze key could be used, but I don't remember any other places where there was bronze smoke, so it would say there's bronze smoke blocking your way. And I don't remember seeing anything like that, but right now there are only 2 doors that we have not been through. So there's 2 doors that say that we're not powerful enough to go through them. And one of them is on this floor, so let's try that one first. And see if either of those 2 items that we got affects that. So it was through here. That was 2 that I went through, right? Okay. Yeah, so we could not... Last time we could not go through here. You know what? I'm going to go back to town and save it, just because I don't want to... I want to lose this progress here. Get everyone's magic back. Oh, thanks, Murgison, for subbing. Yeah, don't forget, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub. But you have to manually apply it every month, or else you lose it. So don't forget. Thanks. In fact, I probably haven't used my free sub for the month. I should drop that on somebody before I forget. Okay, so that's where we did the bronze thing. So now we're going to go through. Now we go through here again. So we have not been through this door. Oh, of course it's dark. Oh, geez. Okay. It's alright. After the floors that we've been mapping lately, a little bit of a dark room isn't going to bother us. That should be an ouch. Yes. Alright. So now we're right back at the door we started from. So I just did a circle around the outside of this room, and it is a 5x5 room, and at least the outer ring of it is dark. Now we're standing by the door on the left center wall, and I'm going to see what's in the interior. So there's a 3x3 interior that we haven't explored yet. Just to confirm, yeah. Walk through the door just to confirm. Alright. That we are where we think we are. So that's an ouch. Oh, okay. There's something in the middle here. It looked like it was a corridor that was going around the outside there, but I think we found a way into... I think it's not a corridor that goes all the way around. It's something else. Right, that should be an ouch. This should be an ouch. I'm right-handed, but the camera's reversed. But I can write with my left hand. Sometimes I do. Ooh, I don't like that at all. Huh. I got a little lost in there. But I found my way back to something that I recognized. Wait. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Alright. I lost my bearing there for a minute. Oh, okay, there's a door there too. Or some sort of opening. I can't tell if I've gone through a door or not. Whoa, okay. Statue of a monster with the body of a chicken and the head of a cat. The statue is made of bronze and lays on an onyx pedestal. There are unusual runes on a plaque thereon. Will you search? Found a key. And an encounter. I don't think we need to fight these weird humans. We're only on floor 2. Let's fight this for real. It's decent experience. It's the wrong spell. It's Zalco? Yeah, that's what it was. I gotta cure that paralysis there. Alright, let's go. We should go back to town again, because we actually made some progress. Let's go get our spells back and heal up and regroup. Okay, so now we have a... What did we get? We just got a statue someone had... Or no, a key. And I think that we used that statue... It was a... I think that we used the frog statue to get into the place where we just got this key. Oops, gotta do this. Should we get this stuff identified? Statue of Frog and bronze key. So I think that we used the bronze key to get into that one thing in level 2, which gained us the statue of the frog, which let us get into the other thing in level 2. Key of gold is the one we just got. So now we gotta find... Oh, okay, we know where the gold... There was gold smoke that was keeping us in floor 1 that was keeping us out of the dark area that leads to the elevator. So now we'll be able to go to that elevator and then go from there directly to the second elevator because we have the ribbon. So that's a big gain for us. Now we can go all the way from town to floor 9 with barely having to do any of the dungeons. Blue ribbon. We already have the key of silver. Okay. Let's go in. Here we go. So, what haven't we... We have a key now that we didn't have before. What might that open? So we know that it lets us into the darkness area in floor 1 that leads to the elevator, that leads to the other elevator. But that's not really progress because we already were able to get to that second elevator. See, that first elevator goes to floor 2, but there's nothing in there. There's nothing to be gotten to in floor 2 from that elevator. What about floor 3? Floor 3, we know where that elevator is, and there's nothing new that we can get to by that. Floor 4 takes us to that monster allocation area where we found that blue ribbon. But was there more in there? I think there was. Wait, was there? Oh, there was one more door in there. There was one more door we didn't explore on... One more door we didn't explore on floor 4. Wait, why are we going this way? We can take the elevator. We can take... How do we get there? This way, right? Area out of bounds. And this was the area that we couldn't get in before because there was gold smoke. And I think now that we have the gold key, that goes away. And this should lead us all the way up to this elevator. And then we can take that to D, so that's the 4th floor. And that takes us to the second elevator. But I want us to go back into this testing grounds area. Because I don't think there was anything down there. Except Heartbreak. Treasure repository, there was nothing. Nothing. That's right, this is not runnable. Alright, that's okay. Man, I wish we'd explored that door while we were there. We're gonna have to get through this again with luck. Was there anything else? Thanks, Sarah, for the resub. Not going well. Not winnable. Not winnable. Okay. Do we... There's one more door there that we haven't explored. Do we have anything else that we can try to do besides this? Is there anything else that I can do here? Any other doors that we could not make it past? Floor 8. Floor 9 have anything? Alright, so we're on floor 9 now. Inscribed on a fancy gold plaque is a message. The script is ornate and blinks in various colors. You are trespassing on the domain of Wordna. There is no possibility that you can get past my guardians. So sure am I of my defenses that I give you this clue. Contra Dextra Avenue. P.S. Trebor sucks. Okay. Whoa. Okay, we're on a different floor now. How? We're just in a new section of the game, so now there's new graphics. I wonder how big this dungeon is. This is kind of crazy. Right, yeah, Worden has Andrew backwards, for sure. So, interesting. So we're here, and we were facing, I don't know, I was facing left. Whoa. 2, 3. Oh. Let's cast our little Milwa before we get too far in here. Okay. Oh, we can't go back up? Hey, Iron Hand. 1, 2, 3. New wall textures is definitely an improvement. Two. Dragon zombies, okay. Oh no, all the encounters are going to be bad. Resist the spell, uh-oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Helio's not going to do anything, is it? It might. Let's try it anyway. Resists. Ooh, damage. Okay. Holy experience! Oh my gosh, I wish we could go back to town, but I don't think we can. There's no way to gain the levels from the experience. You have to sleep in the town to get that. To get your levels. Oh my gosh. It's funny, we got all that experience with still only 200 gold. It's just it's funny how the experience scales tremendously, but the gold does not scale whatsoever. Very stingy with gold, this game is. It was 1200. Oh, okay. It's the treasure chest didn't scale, but I guess the monsters scaled up on the gold. That probably makes sense. We got more than 200. You're right. We just went on a teleporter. I don't know where I am now. Turn back while you can, fools. One guardian was defeated. It's a Murphy's Ghost. One, two, three, four. Two. It's gonna be another encounter. Oh no. You surprised the monsters. Okay, alright, alright. Okay, good. We can damage the vampires at least. Dispel failed. Drain 2 levels! Drain 2 levels. Oh, I should have been Helitoing that guy. Alright, well this is over. This would be a reset. Okay. Well, shall we try that again? Dead, 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 dead. Oh my god, freaking dead. Alright, reset again. Not going to die. Not going to die on the way there. I know, nice familiar walls. These walls have never steered us wrong. These are walls that I'm nice and comfortable with. And it was in this room. Whatever we... Oh, I should have done the one Overlord. Let's wait for the one Overlord again. That would have been easy. A friendly group of lesser demons. Oh, that's a bad one. I don't want to do that one. Man, the first encounter was easy. That it just warps us back to town. Does that warp you? So we could have gotten out of there without that experience. Oh man, all the experience we got from that freaking frost giant. We could have come back to town and kept it. Wow. Okay, well that's not bad. Now that we know that we can do that. Now that we know that we can do that, let's go and... Oh, we gotta heal everybody. Let's heal everybody up, and let's go back there and fight that first encounter of the frost giants. Well, maybe it won't be frost giants at this point, but let's go fight an encounter in level 10, and then warp back to town. I like that. Because we need to level up anyway. We need so much experience right now, and leveling up has been such a pain in the butt. Let's go get another one of those 26,000 experience fights. This is actually a good find. I'm glad we found that. And we have learned that we're going to need to walk on every square because now they're going to start hiding things without giving you a visual indicator. Oops, let's go back up. we still have to do this encounter. Dragon puppies. Alright, so now we have to actually fight this encounter here. Fire giants! Only one. Looks like it's He-Man! I have the power! It's a nice looking bikini on He-Man. What race? I don't remember. Alright, so we are going to need... It's a unitard with an oversized belt. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Let's see, Helito. Let's Helito the fire giant. That doesn't even make sense. How does casting fire on a fire giant make any sense? Would you keep it down, please? We're trying to play a video game. Yeah, I'm gonna heal after this battle. Okay, that took a bit. Not even that much experience. Let's just leave it. I don't want whatever's in that chest. Actually, it probably would have been good to get what's in that chest. Alright, let's heal everybody. Oops, inspect. We're on a lower level of the dungeon, so we might actually get some good gear that we could sell in town. So I probably should, as a rule, open chests. I've been ignoring the chests because just it hasn't been important to us, but we should change that. Alright, let's try this. Let's try this. One Master Ninja. See, last time it was like a ton of Frost Giants. This time it's a Master Ninja. Easy. Gas bomb. Dan the gas bomb. Found rod, found shield. So we can do this and go back to town, huh? Alright. Alright, I'm going to have to call it quits for the moment. I know it's exciting finally being on a level with some different graphics. Looks like maybe it's the last level, or maybe at least we're in a different part of the dungeon, or getting close to the last level. But it definitely looks like we made some progress today. We were able to go and find the keys and the statues that we were missing. And I think that may have been what allowed us to get down to level 10. I think we checked that before and it wasn't anything. Or it was like a message or something like that. And then getting all the stuff, we could actually finally go down to the last level of this. Or the next level of it, we should say. But the 7 Guardians thing, if it's considering those fights like that to be Guardian, they look like they're just random encounters. So maybe we get through 7 encounters and then something happens. But we'll see. I think the next thing I'm going to want to do, though, is go down to level 10 and just do some more battles, like fight some things, get some experience, and warp back to town, because we got to get everybody some level up before we move on, because the fights are just getting way too hard. But that's all, everybody. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll be back. Maybe I'll be back later tonight to play some more. We'll see how things go. Alright, everyone take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.